What's up, y'all? Okay, so it is Friday, April 4th, 2025, and today we saw the stock market crash. The Dow was down big, NASDAQ was down big, S&P was down, and even gold and silver were down big today. And a lot of the talk or focal point is on the tariffs. People are saying that, it's because of these tariffs that we saw the markets crash because of the uncertainty. And, there's a lot of speculation about what's going to go on with that, and I can totally understand that. However, there's something else that is happening that is not in mainstream news that is just as important. Um, in my opinion, it's even more important than these tariffs, and that is the de-dollarization that's going on around the world. Now, this article just came out yesterday, and it made no headlines in mainstream media. But I'm telling you, this is something we need to pay attention to, and I'm explaining why in this quick video. So basically, I'm reading it. It says Brazil and China have officially agreed to settle cross-border payments in local currencies rather than the US dollar. This deal will enable China and Brazil to conduct their massive trade and financial transactions directly exchanging the RMB for reals and vice versa instead of going through the dollar. Do you understand how big that is? These two powerhouses of countries will be conducting trade outside of the dollar. Now, I don't know how many of you know that Brazil has over 200 million people in their population, whereas the United States has 330 some odd million. So it's not that far behind the US. And then China is what, 1.2 billion off the top of my head? It's over a billion people. That is a lot of money that is going to be exchanged between these two countries that is outside the US dollar. And people are not really paying attention to that. See, here's the deal. Yeah, we have the tariffs, and that's going to make trade fair and equitable between the US and other countries. But these other countries are not going to be using the dollar. So what's going to happen is, as the dollar gets used less and less around the world, its purchasing power will decrease, which means prices for items in the US will increase. As the demand decreases around the world, prices will get more expensive here in America. So it's very important we understand that and prepare accordingly. Don't get distracted by this talk of the tariffs. This de-dollarization has been going on for over a year now. Pay attention, people, because things could get quite interesting in the next several months and years.